Isaac, what was the biggest difference in the second half for you guys defensively?
I just think we calmed down a little bit. You know, it was a hostile environment in the first half and in the second half, but you know, being able to go in at halftime, calm down, make our adjustments, and then really come out in the second half with a lot of energy and a lot of focus, I think that was the biggest difference.
Who are the voices that kind of helped you calm down? I assume there was a conversation.
It was Coach Golding, and then when we came out for warm-ups, you know, TJ, he gave a speech to us after we got through stretch lines, just telling us to lock in. You know, we know the team that we are. We know the team that we have been, and that we know that we can be. So we weren't playing up to our standard in the first half. So we just really needed to anchor down, and I feel like that's what we did on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball.
Isaac, I mean, obviously not the same quarterback that you've probably seen the most of on film with their second string guy. As a defender, knowing that how big this game was it hard not to just reach off and just play that one just as it would that Brett would be in there?
What do you mean? Like, what you said, was it hard?
With just a backup quarterback in there, was it hard to just, you know, get you play in the way that you've always been?
I mean, honestly, I didn't even notice it was a backup quarterback until a little bit into the game, honestly. It didn't really matter who's back there, especially on the D-line. Like, you're just going. Whoever's throwing the ball, it really doesn't matter. But I feel like we were just trying to get after him, no matter who it was.
So I guess that there wasn't much of a plan changed, right, when y'all found out that there wasn't a quarterback change?
Not at all. It was just like he came out, we were just playing, and then we noticed, Seven's not in. I mean, the coaches probably noticed it before me. I probably wasn't listening when they told me. But yeah, I just tackled him one play. I was like, oh yeah, this is 12. This ain't 7. But it wasn't really a big difference in game plan or anything like that.
Obviously, you guys come out with the win and make the adjustments, but there toward the beginning, what was difficult about stopping kind of working the Tulane offense?
I would say one thing that was a little different was how much gap scheme they were running. A lot of power and counters and kickouts and stuff like that. They didn't show as much of that last week, so that was took a little bit of adjusting. But then obviously when we adjusted to it, we were able to get stops. But I'll say that was one of the things that stuck out a little bit in the first half.
Did you get a look there on that fourth down play when you turned them over on downs? What was it kind of like waiting to see if you got the reversal to get the ball back there late?
The one where he stepped out of bounds?
Yeah, on the sideline.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure until they put it up on the screen. Honestly, I was on the backside of that play, so I didn't really see. Actually, I might have been out. I'm not 100% sure. But but once they showed it up on the screen, it was pretty clear that he wasn't there. That was big. You know, you get a turnover. Huh?
They have one of the more respected offensive lines in the Group of 5. Did you guys come in with like an extra edge today? Like we're gonna prove our marks in the SEC program.
Yeah, because you know, Ole Miss is, when you think of Ole Miss, you think about offense. You don't think about the defense. Historically, I would say historically, like the last couple of years. But like, so we really took it upon us as a D-line, especially to come out here and make a mark and make a bunch of plays when we needed it the most. You know, J.I. made a play, Sed made some plays, I made some plays, J.J. made some plays in the first half as well. You know, just big time plays, and then also the linebackers coming in and fitting it up. I think the defense really showcased like that we're able to handle adversity, take some shots, and then anchor down. I keep saying anchor down, but yeah, like that's really what we were doing. Like we took shots, and I really think this game brought us closer together as a defensive unit.
How big was having this kind of game at this point of the season with a defense that is still trying to kind of mesh with all the new faces?
Mm-hmm.
Just having that first half and then bouncing back in the second half. How big was that?
Yeah, like I said, it brings people together. Really, like comeback games. Really, like you're gonna see later on in the season. You're gonna see us do this again, handle adversity, and you're gonna look back at what happened in the Tulane game and how we were able to fight back. Because a lot of teams can just bend over and just give up, and you know, and that would be the culture that carries along with them throughout the entire season. But I feel like the way that we were able to step up and do our thing is really gonna be a testament to what we're able to do for the rest of the season.
Did Pete Golding say anything to y'all in the locker room at the half? And if not, you know, what was the overall message at halftime?
He really just lets us go. I mean, like he really just tells us we know what team we are. You know that, and what we did in the first half wasn't the team that we are. So, you know, he's just like, you know who you are. He doesn't have to do a lot of rah-rah, all this stuff. It's a lot of older guys on the team who played a lot of football, so they know what it means to come out in the second half and forget about the first half and just go. So he didn't do a lot of rah-rah. It was just corrections and then telling us just go out there and do our thing.
You alluded to TJ. You alluded to TJ a little bit earlier, just him talking to y'all, and especially at that point in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just what's he like as a leader? Is he a little bit more kind of a rah-rah vocal guy like that, or is he just more straight to the point? Hey, this is what we need to do. This is what we got to do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's always a guy who's going to encourage everybody and go after everybody and ask for the best out of everybody. And I feel like he's not going to get in your face and scream and shout and do all that stuff. But I feel like he felt like that was what we needed at that point coming out of the halftime, and I think it was what we needed. You know, no matter who it comes from, whether it's starting quarterback, starting safety, starting DB, starting defense man, it doesn't matter. But when you know that person really means it, you can feel it. It really resonates with the team. You know, it wasn't fake, it wasn't fugazi, and at least speaking personally, it really resonated with me.
All right. Thanks, Isaac.
All right, thanks, y'all.